Hey guys, Focus Friday for you. This is for all the young people in our worship creative arts ministry, okay? Any of you who are under 28 years old and who aspire to be a future leader in God's church, in God's kingdom. You want more influence, you want more authority, you want to be a leader one day. What should you be doing right now in this season to prepare yourself to be the kind of leader that when the time of transition comes, God says, pick that one. He's awesome. She's awesome. Pick her. She's ready. Well, I have the answers for you from the Word of God in 1 Kings chapter 19. I'm going to read it to you, and then I'm going to explain 8 words that should describe you as a young leader in preparation for future leadership opportunity. Here we go. 1 Kings 19 says, So Elijah, that's the current prophet of Israel, went from there and found Elisha. That's the future prophet. He's going to anoint him to be his replacement. And he found him. Where did he find him? Well, he found him plowing in the fields with 12 yoke of oxen, and he himself was driving the 12th pair, the last pair. Elijah went up to him and threw his cloak on him. Elisha then left his oxen and ran after Elijah. Then he took his yoke of oxen and sacrificed them. He burned up the plowing equipment to cook the meat and gave it to all the people, and they ate. Then he went out to follow Elijah and became Elijah's servant and ministered to him. Okay, 8 words that should describe you if you want to be a leader in God's church. Humble. Elisha was humble. He was at the back of the pack, last row, in the back, didn't need to be seen, didn't need glory, not saying, look at me, I'm awesome. He was just in the back doing his job. Okay, he's humble. Are you humble? Are you looking for attention, or are you just there to serve the Lord? Lord, you've given your everything for me. I'm just glad to be a servant in your house. He was humble. Second thing was he was diligent. Okay, he was working. He was exactly where he was supposed to be. He was exactly where his family expected him to be, in the fields, doing his job. He was diligent. Diligence means this, you guys. Diligence means you are doing what you're supposed to be doing, when you're supposed to be doing it, and in the way that you've been asked to do it. It means you're reliable. It means that when somebody gives you a task, you're going to get it done the right way at the right time. Are you diligent, or are you sloppy? Are you lazy? Are you diligent like Elisha? The second thing was Elisha was willing. When the prophet came to him and said, hey, yo, I pick you, and he threw his cloak at him, he was like, let's do it. Let's go. I'm ready right now. He dropped everything. He went and kissed his father and mother goodbye. I skipped that part. And he's like, I'm willing. I'm ready. Are you willing? Are you willing to do whatever is asked of you? Are you willing? Hey, we need help in the kids zone. Hey, we need another youth leader in the high school group. Hey, we need help setting up chairs at 6 a.m. for the baptism. Are you willing? If you're willing, then you're going to be a great leader one day. The next is he was a worshiper. What was the first thing he did when this big life transition was happening? He sacrificed oxen to the Lord. He stopped everything, and he said, I'm going to mark this time by worshiping, by being grateful to the Lord, by calling out to the Lord for my future in this ministry. He was a worshiper. Are you a worshiper, or do you just perform? Do you truly worship the Lord? Is he the first thing that you think about? We need to be worshipers. The next thing was he was others-centered, or he was servant-hearted. So he sacrificed the animals, but what did he do with the meat? He gave it to people. He served people. He blessed people. He was thinking about how he could bless people. Do you think about how you can bless people when you walk into the church? Are you servant-hearted, others-minded? That's what a good church leader will be. The last thing was helpful. He was helpful. He went and ministered to Elijah. His life mission while he was in training was to make Elijah's life easier. I want to serve this man. I want to help this man. I want to encourage this man. I'm going to look ahead at his needs, and whatever he's going to need, I'm going to get there before he does, and I'm going to take care of it for him. I'm going to be helpful to my leader. Are you helpful to your leaders in this church? Those are the key things that you should be thinking about as a young leader. You should be humble. You should be diligent. You should be willing. You should be a worshiper. You should be servant-hearted, and you should be helpful. Okay? Let's aim for those things. Take a good self-assessment and ask the Lord to show you how you can grow in these areas. Love you guys. You will be the future leaders one day. We need you. Be good ones.